the air, they've got compression issues, so definitely stick around to see that. All right, where are we gonna start? First and foremost, it is with your ears. This is another item that, once again, I'm seeing for the first time because it sells out a lot when we have it on the air. And there's really an interesting thing going on. How do you know you've got some ear issues? Well, a lot of times maybe you're not hearing so well. You know, you're like, oh no, I'm probably gotta get a hearing aid. You know what? You might wanna try this first and see if it doesn't help out a little bit. Maybe it's caused because of dizziness. If your ears are clogged, it can cause dizziness. It can be irritation. It can be itchiness. It can be a lot of stuff that kind of bugs your ears. And here's what's really weird, and Vonabelle, welcome back. I find with everybody wearing earbuds, when you think about, you know, clogged ears, a lot of people think, oh, you know, maybe it's when you're older, whatever. No, so many people are wearing earbuds all the time. And people work from home now wearing earbuds on Zoom calls. There's actually more cases of having ear issues because of the junk we get stuck in our ears.
Absolutely. And wax is a good thing. It's our God-given natural response protecting our ears to have that wax. But once in a while, Suzanne, as you know, you get an overgrowth. Some people, it's just once in a while they need help, but for some people it's chronic and they find that they need to clean their ears more often. Now, a lot of people will grab these. Not the right thing. Cotton swabs are actually pushing that wax further into your ear canal. So don't do this. And if you do have to wear things for your ears to sleep, or your earbuds, which we're all wearing, as you said, more and more things are keeping things in our ear. So this is a way to clean out those ear canals, feel refreshed when you do it. First thing I'd like to show you is what happens internally. So I actually have a nice ear here, one they use in the medical profession, and if you see, we have some, what would be like earwax in there. So first thing you're going to do, first of all, notice how slim and sleek this is. It looks great on your counter. Lift up your tip. It's a silicone tip that's going to go in your ear. Turn it around and choose your level. You should start at 1 and then go to 2 and then 3. I'm gonna go right to 3. So you see the 3 lights, they follow me up, and then I turn it on. Now watch as the 3 streams go into the ear canal, rinsing out all of that earwax, and then boom, it's gone. You shut it off. Now there are different ways to use this. This might be that you use it in the shower. How easy is that? Everything that you rinse just falls in the shower, no problem. But we also gave you an ear cup to collect that water. If you're like, oh, I have a half an hour before work and my ear feels funny, let me rinse it. You can do that. So here's what happens. Now please use warm water. Why? It does help soften the wax a little bit, but also you're putting something in your ear and you want it to be body temperature. So warm water would be more body temperature. So it's important to do that. And then you have your low, medium, and high. Now always start off with low because your body has to get used to it and you're gonna get used to it. Now if you have an impaction where you're like, I know I have a lot of wax in there, go from 1 to 2 to 3. You have those great options. Pick what's most comfortable and then you'll work your way up to that 3 where you're just washing your ear clean. Now it is 3 streams, so it washes the side of your ear. And what I have found is after I use it, Suzanne, is it feels good. I feel clean. It feels refreshed. Like, ooh, I feel good. And sometimes you know you need it because you feel a little odd. You have a little...
Or you feel like your ear's full.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Like it's like, oh, my ear feels just full today.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Now here's something really neat. For those of you who have made this a favorite and you love it, great, I'm glad you have it. Those of you who do not have it, we have a brand new upgraded version in this one tonight. And here's what it does. It's a rechargeable unit. Now before, you'd have to use batteries and they would die eventually. This one, you can recharge with the USB, that's included. And also, Vonabelle, I just want to talk about the tips up here in the front because you get multiple tips. Why do we get all these various tips?
Well, they're all the same, but you have 3 black and 3 white. Why? Because, oh, well, the blacks are yours, honey, and the white ones are mine.
Oh, got it, okay.
Or my daughter, the white ones are yours, the black ones are mine. It just differentiates it in the family in case you're sharing this.
Okay,
or here's, you know, a couple for you and a couple for you. As many people as you want can use it. But we just did that in case there was a family that was sharing the tips.
Oh, I love that.
But they are all the same, and they're silicone, so they're very soft in your ear. Now, I do want to take a moment to show you what it would look like if you weren't in the shower rinsing this, because I want you to know how easy it is. So first thing to do, look at how beautiful and sleek this is. Put this on your counter, nobody would even know. Lift the tip up. This is the silicone tip. Now, you would pick the stream you want. 1, and it lights up for you, so it's lit. 1, 2, I'm gonna put it on 3 because I have used this before. And then I put this in my ear, and what you do is you put the cup under your ear. Now I'm gonna turn it on and you actually will hear it, and the water goes right into the cup. and it's rinsing my ear. The 3 streams are going around my whole ear canal, rinsing them really well so that at the end I feel good, and you probably will feel a difference as well. Now don't go away, because look what happens. So,
oh boy.
So there's your water. So
I was waiting for the gunk.
No gunk.
You've got super clean ears.
I'm keeping them clean.
She's been doing this a couple times.
That's it. That's what happens in your ear. And so for some people, Suzanne, it's an occasional problem.
Right, sure.
And for some people,
it's
chronic.
It could be seasonal. It could be chronic. It could be an issue of you don't even know it's a problem. I'll tell you the situation we have at home. My husband is obsessed with his ear canals. And he's always digging in there with everything you could imagine.
Yeah.
He has really small, ill-shaped ear canals.
Yes, that happens.
So he has real issues with his ears. He's always doing this, you know, he can't quite get it cleared out. So maybe you've got somebody like that. His canals are very small, they don't have the right shape, and so he tends to get a lot of wax buildup in there. And here's the craziest thing. You guys have never known this, and what I saw the funniest TikTok video. This guy said, oh my gosh, he was a comedian. He said, do not read the back of one of these boxes. You know, this stuff we usually use?
Right.
He goes, it literally says, do not put this in your ear. And we all take them and we jam them on down in there. We're trying to make it work. Literally the box says, I swear, this is a game changer for you. Don't stick this down your ear. And we all have buildup. Like for me, I play a ton of tennis. And so well, let's be honest, kind of, you know, whatever, 6 o'clock, I sweat profusely. It's hot down here in Florida. And I can tell on the days I played a lot of tennis, the sweat pours down into my ears and I get buildup from that too.
See that?
And think about my hairspray. God knows I use a lot of hairspray.
Yes.
Makeup gets in my ears. I mean, there's a lot of things that get in your ears, even if you say, well, I really don't wear a hearing aid, or maybe you never wear earplugs, or maybe you never put your, you know, AirPods in. But really, there's a lot of people who don't realize what they have going on in their ears anyway.
Yeah, and for most people, we all get a buildup. So that's why some people clean their ears every day, and some people once a week. But then there is a percentage of adults and children who get an impaction where the wax just kept building up, and then maybe you're guilty of pushing that wax in with that cotton swab instead of rinsing it clean. So this is a great way to rinse it clean. Let me show you exactly how this is going to work and what it looks like. So this is our USB version, yay! People loved the battery version, but now USB, so you have a charge. Now, so you charge that up. Now take a look at what it looks like here. So here is your chamber to take out. It's your reservoir. You fill it right there. And then there are 2 ways to fill this. And the second is, so let's say you did one rinse and you're like, oh, I want to rinse again. Guess what? Lift this up. And there is your 2 entry ports. That's your second one. So you can do a side fill or a top fill, whichever you want, depending on where you are in the cleaning. Now remember, in the shower you could use it, or—
It's water resistant, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's water resistant,
That's lovely.
And then also you get your cup so that you can use this just if you're out of the shower.
And you know what's nice? You didn't have water flying all over your face. I mean, Vonabelle's hair looks really nice tonight. She's got her makeup on. And I was watching thinking, is that going to splat all over? And honestly, it absolutely didn't. You honestly wouldn't know it was happening unless you didn't hear it. So it's not like you get this goosh of water that's kind of blowing your face away. So if you do have to use it as you're heading out the door and you're saying, oh, you know what, it feels a little funny in there, then I think you can do it without having to be in the shower and make a big production out of it. All right, here's your update, guys. If you're thinking about picking it up, remember, this is the newest version. It's upgraded now because it's a USB charger, so you're not spending any money on batteries anymore. Thank you very much for those guys doing it. It has sold out multiple times. It's the first time I've ever even offered it. And I will tell you, you can tell it's very gentle. Some of the most watched videos, hello, Rob, my producer tonight, and I'm guilty of it too, is, I don't know, have you gone on and watched the ear stuff of videos? Like, gosh, when you see that stuff impacted in there, quite frankly, it's kind of disgusting, right? But it really can cause a lot of serious issues if you aren't proactive in taking care of it.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I'm such a nerd. I love you guys. I was doing this research on earwax. I'm like, I don't know, what's the problem? It's dizziness. It's itching.
Yes.
You can, and I think
sense of imbalance sometimes.
That's that imbalance,
a noise in your ear, or you feel like you're tipping your head all the time.
Yes.
Or maybe grandpa and grandpa are going, what? What? And you're like, I'm right here, grandma. What? What? Right. And then now your first line of defense can be maybe they need to clean their ears with the irrigator, with the WUSH, before you run to the doctor and think there's something terrible wrong. Let me show you one more time what happens inside the ear canal. So you can see the close-up there, what would be wax. So what you're going to do is choose your level. I'm gonna go to 3, and it's a lighted path, so you will know. Look, 1, 2, 3. Then I place it in here, and I place it on. Now watch how the 3 streams go into your ear canal, wash the wax away, and then you're done. And it's not, except when you pull it out there, it's not messy, it's easy. And if you are in the habit of using an ear softener, you can continue that. You can put the ear softener in and then still do this. That's absolutely fine, because some people do use a softener. Remember, nice always warm water as well, Suzanne.
But it's also just warm water. You don't need saline, you don't need anything fancy with it. And I love that. I thought that was awesome. So guys, here's the story. It's finally back in stock. Now, why get it right now? Well, it's on sale. So we are actually taking $20 off today. We have 3 flex pays. If you're new with us, it's super easy. You got a major credit card, you can spread your payments out over 3 months. You do get it right away, and you have 30 days to test it out. I love that, because you're like, well, I know you can't test it right now, but you get it at home. If it doesn't work exactly like we're saying, or if you say, maybe it's not working for you, it's fine. You can send it back and get that refund. But this is a perfect time to get it while it's back in stock too. Yeah. So why do we love this? There's lots of reasons to love this. And we should really take care of lots of things, including the health of our ears. They're really super important. So whether it's, you wear a hearing aid, a lot of people wear hearing aids, absolutely should use this. Maybe you wear earbuds all day because now you're working from home and you're constantly on Zoom calls. Also, how many of you work in a field that's really loud? I know a lot of military guys, my husband's ex-military, he used to have to wear the earplugs when they were out on the range, and a lot of that's gonna be impacting the ear as well. Believe it or not, check the back of the little swabby things. It literally says, do not put those in your ear. You will crack up, and then you'll realize, well, maybe this is the perfect alternative. So that is one of the great reasons to love this. All right, Bonnabelle, so I've got about 45 seconds left before we wrap it up. Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, let's show everybody how it would work for them at home. Sure. Okay, turn it on, choose 1, lighted path, 2, 3, because I want to show you how easy it is. You don't have to be in the shower, though it's great to be in the shower, okay? Put it up at your ear. You use your ear cup, that's all. So if a half an hour before you work, like, oh, I have a big meeting and I want my ears clean, watch. Turn it on, you hear it. The 3 streams of warm water are washing my eardrum. Then you shut it off, and then look at what's happening. Stay with me, stay with me. Look. That's the water that comes out in the cup. So fast and easy, or in the shower, whether you have an occasional problem, a chronic problem, it's great to irrigate your ear.
Pardon the pun. Yes. But we love that. And again, it really is incredibly effective, and it's really easy. If it was a big old production, nobody wants to do that. Yes. You know what I mean? But it's quick, it's easy, it's fast. And again, everybody in the family can use it. There is any age limit? What's the story on that?
I think under 12, you should just talk to the doctor about what you should do. But other than that, the kids can do it themselves, your teenagers and stuff. Right. So yeah, anybody in the family. All right, it's needed.
Bonnabelle, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, guys, I'm going to give you a tease of what's coming up tonight at midnight. We always love midnight.